I have coached and interviewed over 50 developers who consistently command $200 to $500 an hour, and 87% of them have one thing in common that they never mention in their LinkedIn posts or in conference talks. After 8 years of inner work and consciousness training, I discovered that this isn't a coincidence. It's a competitive advantage. Here's what most developers never realize. While you are debugging code 10 hours a day, your mind is running legacy architecture. You are optimizing algorithms, but never optimizing the most important system, your own consciousness. Most developers plateau at $100,000 to $150,000 annually because they are solving problems from the same level of thinking that created them. They are stuck in reactive mode, responding to bugs, deadlines, and stakeholder demands instead of proactively creating solutions. And here is the brutal truth. AI can already write code. ChatGPT, GitHub Copilot, and Claude are getting better every day. But they cannot do what I learned from my TM practice and consciousness training to access the field of pure intelligence where breakthrough innovations actually come from. The developers who ignore this become commoditized, and those who embrace it become irreplaceable. Now, before you think this is some woo-woo nonsense, let me show you some data. Patrick is an entrepreneur with many businesses in the South Florida metro area. He owns Afro Lounge Bar in downtown Hollywood, here in South Florida. So try to visit this bar if you are in town or in Miami one day. Please mention my name and tell him you heard about Afro Lounge on YouTube. Perhaps you'll receive a complimentary drink, but don't quote me on this. And he didn't pay me to say anything, just for the records. This is what Patrick said. The experience with Eric was life-changing. Eric's help in clarifying goals and overcoming obstacles, combined with his empathetic approach, was invaluable for my growth and transformation. And here's what Tony Fanning said. Eric is an incredible life coach. He helped me move from frustration to action and resourcefulness, achieving my life and business goals through his unique guidance. Hello, friends. My name is Eric Baykes, and I am a business mentor and a life coach who helps burnout developers start their own AI businesses, as well as help business owners leverage the power of AI to streamline their business operations. From my coaching practice, I see this pattern repeatedly. Developers who integrate this practice don't just write better code, they command premium rates and build businesses that actually matter. So here's what I call the flow framework, which is a systematic approach high-performing developers use to assess peak states. This principle also applies to everything in life. The first one is focus through stillness. Every morning before touching code, spend at least 20 minutes in transcendental meditation. I'm not talking about mindfulness. I'm not talking about breathing exercise. I'm talking about TM specifically, or deep meditation. Here's why. TM allows your mind to settle into what we call restful alertness. Your brainwaves shift to alpha and theta states, where creative problem solving happens naturally. One of my clients told me, Eric, I solved a 3-week architecture problem in my first 3 days of meditation sessions. This isn't magic, it's neuroscience. When you stop forcing solutions and allow them to emerge, you access intelligence beyond your thinking mind. There is power in silence. Try it and you're gonna love it. The next one I want to talk about is listen to intuitive intelligence. And here's what 20 years in tech taught me. The best developers don't just think logically, they feel their way to the solution. Steve Jobs called it thinking with your heart. In consciousness training, we refer to this as assessing the unified field of intelligence. Before making any major decision in life, I teach my clients to pause, center themselves, and ask, what wants to emerge here? The answer that comes isn't from your analytical mind. It's from a deeper intelligence that knows the elegant solution. The next one I want to talk about is operate from expanded awareness. Most developers code internal vision, but when you operate from an expanded awareness, you see the whole system, not just the function you are writing, but how it impacts users' experience, business outcomes, and long-term maintainability. This is why conscious developers command premium rates. They are not just code monkeys. They are system thinkers who solve problems through technology. And the last one is witness without attachment. This is the final piece that separates good developers from great ones. The ability to witness your work without ego attachment. When your identity isn't tied to your code, you receive feedback without defensiveness, iterate without frustration, and collaborate without competition. This is the most challenging aspect of this framework, proving to be right all the time, not listening to other perspectives, or simply not letting go of energy draining scenarios or dramas. I had to learn to let go, even when I was right. It brings a great deal of peace and provides you with a lot of creative energy. So, guys, right, developers who practice witnessing consciousness don't just write better code, they become natural leaders, trusted advisors, and eventually successful entrepreneurs. Here is what I learned from coaching dozens of tech professionals through this life transition. The ones who integrate spiritual practices don't just survive adversities and this AI revolution happening at lightning speed. They lead it. While everyone else is worried about AI taking their jobs, conscious developers are using AI as a tool to amplify their creativity and intuition. They are building businesses that serve humanity while generating the freedom they actually want. From my personal experience in coaching practice, I have observed this pattern. The moment a developer begins assessing these deeper states of consciousness, everything changes. Their code becomes more elegant, their solutions more innovative, and their career trajectory is completely transformed. If you are ready to bridge the gap between your technical skills and spiritual intelligence, I am offering complimentary 1-hour consciousness strategy sessions this week. You will find my calendar link in the description below. We will map out exactly how to apply the flow framework to your specific situation. Whether you want to command premium rates, transition to entrepreneurship, or bring more meaning to your current role in life, I'll be able to help you. So come, let's work together. I've also created a free toolkit called the Conscious Developers Meditation Guide with specific deep meditation techniques, morning routines, and consciousness practices designed for technical minds. Link is in the description below. I want to emphasize that I'm not a certified TM teacher, but I can offer some tips on deep meditation, which is similar to TM meditation without the bureaucracy. If you still want to learn more about TM, visit their website at tm.org. I don't have any affiliate relations with them. I just love the practice and I think you should try it too. And if this resonates with you, subscribe as I share frameworks like this every week for developers who want both technical mastery and spiritual growth. Be sure to check out my next video titled The Meditation Technique That Solved My Imposter Syndrome. And I know you are going to love this. Once again, thank you for your time and support. Let's build your conscious career together. We are more powerful than we think, but we cannot access this potential on a superficial level through books and hacks. We must delve deep within ourselves to access this unified field of consciousness where the laws of nature are emanated. Until next time, see you, my friend. Namaste.